Hey everybody, welcome back to Guys Night Lab. I'm Jesus, and Merry Christmas Eve. It's Christmas Eve already. I cannot believe it. This month just flew by. These last few months have just flown by. It's been, it's crazy. So, but once again, Merry Christmas or Merry Christmas Eve, and welcome to another 12 Days of Christmas episode. And today we're going to have our final movie review for our 12 days. And that movie is the coup de grace of Christmas movies. It is the Halloween to John Carpenter's Halloween movies. It's the Plane, Trains, and Automobiles of Thanksgiving movies. It is the Christmas movie that is number one on my list. And that movie is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. So National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation is a John Hughes movie. He wrote it, but he didn't direct it. But it stars Chevy Chase, Beverly D'Angelo, Randy Quaid, Juliette Lewis, Louis-Dreyfus. There's John Galecki. You might know him from Roseanne and Big Bang Theory. But this movie has it all. Clark Griswold wants to have the big family Christmas. And so it just kind of shows the highs and lows of that and just all the slapstick stuff that happens in between. If you've never seen National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, go get it and pop it in. Jeez Louise, like I'm dating myself. Pop it in the VCR, man. Put it in that DVD. Stream it. I think it's on Hulu right now. It might be on other stuff too. I think it's on HBO Max. But anyways, you gotta watch it. It's a Christmas staple. It's like I said, like the Planes, Trains, and Automobiles of Thanksgiving movies. You gotta watch it every year. Now, there's been some discussion on what the main Christmas movies are. Christmas Story, Elf, Home Alone. It's Christmas Vacation. If you've never seen it, it's about a family man named Clark Griswold who lives in Chicago. It's actually the third in the series of the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. There's National Lampoon's Vacation, and then there's National Lampoon's European Vacation, then there's National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. And then I think after this one, there was National Lampoon's Vegas Vacation, which is actually a great movie in itself. But let's go back to Christmas Vacation. I'm just going to give you a quick synopsis of the movie. Clark Griswold is a family man. He lives in Chicago, and he wants to have a big family Christmas for his family and himself. It's what he's always wanted to do. He's about like in his mid-40s. And so it's kind of funny because the movie starts off with him like driving on the road, and someone's like just riding him on his butt. So he's like slams his brake, and then and my wife's like, "Oh my gosh, that's you." I'm like, "I'm sorry, I have issues." The more and more I watch the movie, I'm like, "Oh, I am totally Clark Griswold." He wants to make like the special Christmas that he had as a kid. So anyways, like all this stuff happens. It's kind of hard to explain in like a linear way. You just have to watch it because so many things just happen. But I'm just going to give you bullet points of the movie. When he's like, decorating his house, he can't get the lights to work. His cousin Eddie comes in, and cousin Eddie's kind of like really, really trailer park trash. So it's kind of like cramping his style. He has neighbors that hate him who are even more bougie and posh, not than him, because he's not really bougie or posh. He's just rich. He's waiting for a Christmas bonus that he hasn't had yet. He is going to install a pole, but he had to put a deposit from his own money, but that he can't cover until he gets the deposit. But even within this movie, there's not really like one main thing. Maybe the Christmas bonus is what he's waiting for, but there's just a lot of little things that happen throughout the movie. And one of my favorite parts in the movie is when he gets locked in the attic, and the whole family goes to the mall and go get lunch and everything. And he's stuck in the attic because someone locked him in there accidentally. And he finds old videos or old reels, and he's just sitting and watching the videos. And there's like a really like, I don't know if it was Ray Charles or someone, but it's like a song of just like the olden days, Christmas, 1959 and everything. And he's just like, he's crying, and he was watching the projector. And it really hits me. And my wife was like, she's like, "That is totally you." I'm like, "I know. I kind of want to watch old videos right now." And I thought about it. I'm like, this movie came out in 1989, and that would be, so it was 1989, and the movies he watched in the attic were from 1955 to 1959. I did the math, and it would be equivalent to me putting my VHS tapes of my family when they were down for Christmas back in 1991. So that is the time difference right there. Is 1989 to watching old projector movies of 1955, 1959 is relative to me watching my old Christmas movies from the 1990s, the early 1990s. I was like, wow, that's crazy. It's crazy to think. But anyways, like the in-laws, it's the in-laws are there, the kids are there, Cousin Eddie's there. They're going sledding. All these funny things happen. It's a great movie. It just has, and then like the climax, the Act 3 climax when it's Christmas Eve and the squirrel, that's great. Cousin Eddie getting the boss. And then like when Clark Griswold goes on his whole tirade of, like the, when he's mad at, the Jelly of the Month Club, when he's like, excuse me. It's like where he's just talking about the whole, if any of you are thinking of any last minute Christmas ideas, I got one. I like Frank Shirley, my boss. I want him over here from his holiday slumber out over there on Melody Lane. And I want him brought with all the other rich people. And I want him brought here with a big ribbon on his head. And I want to look him straight in the eye. And I want to tell him what a cheap, lying, no good, rotten, full-flushing, low-life, snake-licking. Then he keeps going into bad words. Inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking, dog-kissing, brainless, dickless, helpless, heartless, fat, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotted-lidded worm of sack of monkey. He is. Hallelujah. Holy. Where's the Tylenol? One of the best monologues ever. Totally muted and beeped some words out there. But yes, speaking of beeping words and muting, there are some risque moments in this movie. It is rated PG. I think it's rated PG-13. But there are some bad words in this. I think a couple S words and D word. Who knows what? But there's some risque moments. There's a girl, Mary, that he fantasizes about at the pool and he meets at the mall. And just to clarify, Clark is a loving father. He loves his wife and he loves his kids. He's just a flirt. It's kind of like his character arc, when he saw, what's her name? It's going to come back to me later. But it's just kind of like his story arc where he saw her on, driving the car during the vacation, the girl in the Ferrari. And he's just kind of like flirting with her and stuff like that. That's just his, not to say his way, and I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but yeah, it's just, he flirts with, pretty women and kind of, Christy Brinkley. That's who it was. All right. Sorry. I knew he was going to give it to me. So Christy Brinkley in the Ferrari, he flirts with her and then in the pool. And then, it's just kind of part of his arc. So, but it's still kind of risque. There's a part where he's fantasizing about the pool because he wants the pool, but then she's like there and she takes off her swimsuit. They don't show anything, but it's very like risque. So there's some risque moments in this movie and or bad words, but overall, great movie. I love it. It just, like I said, it has that charm, and maybe I just relate to it because I am Clark Griswold. I want that special big family Christmas moment. And I just, it's kind of like, I love the traditions. I love to make Christmas special and important because I know at the end of the day, we're all going to be in that attic watching Christmas of old, from 20, 30 years ago and be like, wow, where did the time go? So anyways, this Christmas, if I forgot about anything from Christmas Vacation, let me know in the comments. Tell me your favorite part. And if you like Christmas Vacation or what your other Christmas movies are. But anyways, I will send a special message on Christmas Day from Guys Night Lab. But today is our last day of 12 Days of Christmas. And I just want to say thank you for being with us the last few months. From our Halloween nights to our Thankful for Thanksgiving to our 12 Days of Christmas. Thank you for those of you who have subscribed and have been kind of helping me boost my channel a little more. I appreciate it. And yeah, I'm going to have a few next week. I'm going to have one episode from our my 5 best movies of 2023. And then from that, we'll take a few weeks off because I'm going on vacation. And then we'll hopefully get into some 5-minute reviews starting in the new year. But anyways, thank you for joining us these last few months. It's been the big 3 with Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. And I hope that I'll give you some well wishes, but I hope you have a fun and safe Christmas Eve. If you're out there at family gatherings or parties or wherever, drive safe, be safe, and get home safe to your family and friends. All right, take care, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to all,